Scene 24, take 10.
And action.
Or worse.
And I'm pretty sure when they see the film.
This story began back in 2005 when I originally wrote the script. And at that time, we cast the film and we shot the film and we completed the film. And back in 2000, the end of 2007, when it was being completed, I felt that God was calling me to go into ministry school. So at that point, I had to put the movie project on hold. Although we did premiere it, I put it on hold at that time. And once I graduated ministry school in 2010 and began to put the movie out, everything was in 1080 HD.
Bo actually came to me one day at work. It was after the Miss Delta Teen pageant, I believe in 2020, 2021, 2019. It was 2019. So he came to me after seeing me at the Miss Delta Teen pageant. I was there judging at the time, and he was the photographer, of course. So he came to me at work and said, "I want you to work on this project with me." And he explained what it was, and we formed a team.
Which is when we started writing choices.
It started as a writing team. It was 4 of us on the team. And then sometime later, Bo came to us and said that he wanted to remake his movie that he had already did in production.
Basically wanted to film A Mother's Hope. So we put choices on pause and started the production with A Mother's Hope.
A Mother's Hope is basically an updated version of After the Buzzer Sounds.
I never saw myself doing that. And Bo did provide me with a very good opportunity. Obviously, he saw something in me that I did not necessarily see in myself. I was always interested in movie production. Never thought I would be behind the scenes of a movie. But it is very, very eye-opening. I love it for the most part. I mean, I'm in production already, but this is a whole different realm with film. So I am glad that I'm able to expand my palette, per se. Hi.
In the casting call for A Mother's Hope, we started with auditions. We had actors coming in from all over the state.
Jonathan Felder.
Leilani.
Preston Harvey.
Angela Ford.
And I am auditioning for Junior. Jacob.
So that we could decide who was going to play which character.
After the cast was selected, we went into our first reading where for the first time all the cast members met each other.
The crowd cheers the team on from the stands of the high school. Jake looks at Tia and smiles.
Well, study enough for the both of us.
Yeah.
See ya.
So during the reading, as you know, you're getting to see everyone's characters come to life. There are definitely twists and turns that you don't expect. And I think that that's also what makes it so good, because even if it's not a Christian movie, typically, you go into the movie, they kind of set up the main characters, you get a feel for who they are, what their aspirations are, and maybe what might be in the way of that. And so then you kind of put it together like, okay. But this movie is a little harder to figure out, what the end result is going to be. And that's what makes you want to keep watching.
I was shocked by the ending of the script. Like, once I got to the part where they, the ending, I was shocked. I was like, okay, well, I didn't see that coming. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then this is a Christian film, so it got meaning behind it, which I love.
What character are you playing?
I make sure everybody knows their lines. I make sure everybody have on the same thing. If we're shooting from Monday, or if we're shooting a scene on Monday and then we pick up that same scene on Friday, you need to make sure you look the same and wear everything that you had on Monday. And I just kind of make sure it goes smooth and everybody is where they should be script-wise. I'm there to be that person to help.
Interior school gym night. Ball goes in the rim at a high.
We tried to wait until COVID was over. At the time, people had to get tests.
And so we had to make sure our cast was safe. We provided testing before every shoot.
The whole social distancing thing, it was just crazy, but we made it work.
If I start moving around, I gotta make it.
It took us several months from beginning to end.
My name is Hope Baxter. I'm playing Mia. Mia is a bright young girl who is anxious about the future of her status of relationship with Jake, but she's also very headstrong. I think that she knows what she wants.
My name is Leilani Williams. I'm playing for Angel Heart, and she's a flirt. She's a pretty girl that you gotta watch out for. She got, different intentions and different motives behind why she might want you, but it's fun playing her.
My name's Preston Harvey. I'm playing the role of Jacob. Jacob is just a very humble basketball player who has his sights on North Carolina. He wants to play college basketball. He has feelings for a girl, but he doesn't know how to come out and say that.
My name is Jonathan Felder. I am portraying the character Junior. And Junior will be the childhood friend of the main character, Jacob. Pretty much childhood friend to him. I would say grew up, they took sort of different paths.
My name is Courtney Cole. I play Tia, Jake's big sister, and she is the protective big sister. She really cares about Jake. She really cares about her family.
Tia!
Okay, so Tia, I really like her character because what you get to learn about her is truly how much she cares about her family and her brother, but also how that's weighing on her and how that comes out in everyday interaction with her family. But also she's got some concerns for herself too, and just the way that it all ends up weaving into the story that the director wrote is great.
So the first time I did After the Buzzer Sound, what was that, like 17 years ago or something like that? I didn't even have kids. So I didn't even know what it was to be a mom. I don't know, I feel like I tapped into that a little bit back then, but now that I actually have 3 kids of my own, I wanted to dig back into the role to see what else I could bring into it. Knowing what I know now, just how all of that would play out. So exploring Camille's character even more.
Shooting one day with Sharon Lanier, and she plays the mom, and she was having these dreams. When she kept having the dreams and she kept waking up out of her sleep and she would have to go in the bathroom and run water over her face. That was cool seeing that because she's a pro.
And action.
She did that very well, and just, I was back there holding the light in the background. We closed all the windows and made the room dark so it made it look like it was nighttime, but it was really daytime.
We had to block out the windows with garbage bags, basically. We had to tape them down.
So just seeing it from that side is really interesting because we always see the finished product, or I always have, because I've never been behind the scenes of a movie or a show or anything. So, just seeing the things that you have to do to make it look the way you need it to be. So we were shooting in the morning, in the afternoon, we were portraying the room to look like it was at night because she was having dreams and waking up. So I remember that, and I remember holding the light. I remember being in the bathroom when she would come walk in the bathroom. I mean, we're literally right there next to her, but the average person who's gonna see the movie will only see her, but it's like a room full of people. So it's just really interesting to see that.
The funniest scene that we shot, definitely hands down so far, is Angel's walk through the hallway.
Yes, during the dress scene when I had to walk down the hallways, yeah, they was just hyping me up whenever I had to walk down. They're like, strut, do your thing like you're on the runway, and act like you see nobody there.
I wouldn't say a typical reaction, but you know, when a beautiful female walks by, or a female in general, guys, you know, you will look.
I told the guys that, all right, this is gonna be the first and the last time you're gonna have permission to gawk at a woman. Not to say anything, but look. Action.
You need some help.
No, I'm straight. I'm straight.
Oh, you got that? Send it.
What you think about Angel?
Yes, sir.
She ain't no angel.
What you said?
What do you think about Angel?
I ain't gonna lie, I think that she fine. Really.
When all the guys like fall out and act hysterical about her.
Yes, during the dress scene when I had to walk down the hallways, yeah, they was just hyping me up whenever I had to walk down. They're like, strut, do your thing like you're on the runway, and act like you see nobody there.
Behind the camera was a bunch of female actors on the wall cheering her on before action was called. And then after action, after cut was called, everybody just fell out laughing because of some of the responses that took place.
Yeah, that part was fun. It kind of reminded me of like what I do already with the modeling and stuff. So it was like a mini runway that I had to envision.
I'll just tell him that it was all my fault and that I encouraged you to go out with Brian.
Might work.
Of course it will.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Hey, Mia, where are you going?
Gym class.
Oh, okay. See you later.
See ya.
All right, cut. Let's do it again.
I think the difference between Hope and Mia is Hope's a little more blunt and straightforward. I think Mia's a little bit more reserved, and she's honest if you ask her, but just she's not gonna come out and say it. I think Hope will just come out and say it.
My experience been good. The auditions went nice, and whenever they called me back, I was so happy that I got the part. But everyone's been nice. The girls are very nice, the director, and everything been going smooth. So I'm having fun filming this movie.
Action.
Hey Mia, did Jacob tell you about his feelings for me? Being that you're his little friend and all.
Why would he? He's not interested.
Oh, but he will be.
All right, cut. Let's do it.
It's kind of like an alter ego. So like to bring it out, because in real life I'm like sweet and you know quiet and all this stuff. But Angel, she's like direct. Like she's in your face. She knows she won. Like she's gonna get it. So it's like you just got to bring out that attitude. But it's not too hard. But it is an alter ego.
I feel like a lot of people walked in their roles, like they had to be that person, and just seeing the process, because I was there for the selection, when we were trying to pick people and we had auditions.
What happened to you? Are you all right? Like, or are we still doing that, mom?
No,
this is just
Jake, what happened to you? Are you all right?
Sharon Lanier, seeing how well she was able to make you feel like it's real. That was really interesting to see. And Preston, bless his heart. He was like, she's good. But I think she helped motivate him to be better in that scene as well.
Jake. Oh, Jake. What happened to you? Are you all right?
I'm fine, Mom. Better than ever.
Those of us in the room behind the cameras, we were all in tears. I mean, it's like she was there. She took us there with her.
She showed me how to like embody your character. So my first time shooting that, she embraced me, and I wasn't really prepared for it. I was like, whoa, that's how I have to do this. So that was definitely my toughest scene to really embody. But it was a great experience, and definitely learned a lot from it.
She'll make you step your game up.
And I remember I was over to the side. We were rehearsing lines with them and everything. And I was like, all right, you gotta feel it. You gotta make sure you gotta be on her level, because this is a moment, and this is a good moment. Make it good. So, it was cool. It was a lot of fun though.
I've worked with Sharon in a film that we did probably 18 years ago. I've seen her in countless movies. She was in Women of the Movement, the story about Mamie Till. She's been in Army Wives. She's been in like a host of movies. We attended a film festival in 2024. Yeah, and at that film festival, there was 4 movies that she was in that was premiering at the film festival. That's how much this woman works.
I got to share a significant amount of scenes with Sharon, and she is bomb.com. And I feel like all of the scenes where it required her to just be like completely distraught, she was on point. Like, we might have laughed before the scene, but once it was time to go into the scene, like, Sharon was in the zone, and you truly believed that like something horrible had happened. So it was a pleasure to see her work, because she is actually an actress by trade. And so to see that, and to see the process, and to see some of the things that she would do to get to where she needs to get to, and then like the final product, I thought that was pretty cool.
One scene that stands out the most on The Mother's Hope was the repass.
We never know why God does things, but we have to realize that He knows best.
You saying that God took my baby away from me?
Well, yeah.
Well, then you tell me why.
I don't know.
It was an all-day shoot from literally 10 that morning till, I believe, midnight. We used, I believe, for that scene, 2 cameras plus the behind-the-scenes camera. And I look at the scene now, and I am just amazed at how it was put together, the transitions, how people were like moved around. Magic, movie magic at its best.
Jonathan, I remember him specifically because I, connected him with the movie and the audition, and so just seeing him really take that serious and be that person and play that role really good, I was very impressed. But the cast overall, they did a very good job to me.
You don't think I gotta work for everything I get? 'Cause I do.
That ain't work, Jay. What? You think being on a basketball team and getting good grades in school is work? You ain't living in the real world, man.
So school me, Jay. Let me know. What's the real world?
Man, the real world is out here in these streets, man. The real world is watching your cousin get smoked over some mess. What's real is having to watch your back 24/7. The real world, Jay, is about getting yours and running things.
Running things, huh?
Yeah, running things.
When you first going over your line, don't do it.
It was fun. He was direct. We'll be shooting the scene, and if we're shooting the scene a certain particular way, he'll pull us to the side and like, okay, this particular scene needs to have a little bit more energy, or slow it down a little bit, or like, your character right now is supposed to be angry. Feed into it a little bit more, and he gave us tips to do what we can do and say when we're at home practicing for the next scene. It was very good. I'll definitely look forward to doing something in the future as well.
Bo is so cool. Like from the get-go, like the first time I worked with him, he was so like down to earth. He felt like family. And so when he asked me again, I'm like, yeah, I'm down. So I'll do another film. I'll do it all until I die. Bo, you can come back and ask me to do a film. We're good. We're family. So yeah.
I first heard about the movie from Bo Harris, the director. So he's been like my right hand in the 4 years that I worked here at Action News Jackson. So I, again, have home court advantage. I get to hear about all of his cool, creative ventures, and this was just one of them. More in the works. Can't tell you about that, but just I've gotten a chance to see and hear and discuss a lot about his works. So this was one of them. So it was great when he asked me like, "Hey, do you want to be a part of it?" And I was like, "Me? You know, you deal with me already. You want to deal with me outside of work too?" So that was cool. I couldn't turn down the opportunity.
I guess I was the bona fide assistant or something. I don't know, a PA. What is it? Production assistant. I did have to go make a lunch run, and I got everybody. What did I get? Sandwiches, or I went to Publix. I don't even remember. Chicken. I got everybody food because we was hungry. We had a long day.
Here we go. And, oh, good, Mark. And action.
As far as we know now, this is a high drug area. And we've had this area under surveillance for quite some time now.
Yeah, when you're doing something on that scale, you have to make sure everyone's fulfilled, their dietary needs, that, you know, this person may not like cheese or this person may not like whatever. So, you know, just making sure you get it right. So best thing to have with you is pen and paper.
Action. Okay. So it starts from 90. Okay, yeah, I see. So what does it say on there? His only line is T?
We had to actually create the rain effect on the vehicles or on the characters. And that was interesting. It was just ingenious. Our director is like awesome with how he did that. So it was interesting.
Action.
So your daughter just hung up?
She called? What's wrong?
I said the same thing. Nothing really.
Why did she call?
She just seemed to be a little homesick.
She's been up there for what, 2 years now?
Yeah, she said she wants to come home and go to school here.
If you practice backing up, that's where your intensity gonna be, backing up. If you practice like I'm on it all the time, then you're gonna stay on it. Okay.
These are real textbooks of mine, as you can tell. As you can tell.
I don't know nothing about no philosophy.
Okay,
I
sir.
work with you.
Okay, sir.
You don't philosophize at all.
Okay, sir. Can you record this so I have proof of the abuse that I am taking?
Absolutely not. You can't record that.
I'm not recording.
Action. You up tomorrow.
And so she had to get this like dermaplane.
All right, you ready?
It covered all of it. She had to do it for like 2 hours every day, putting foundation all over her body.
Action.
Hey, Mia, have you talked to Jake yet?
And tell him what?
About how you feel?
Oh, I will.
But when?
I don't know, Jada. I'm working on it.
You need to hurry up. You know Angel's acting like a hoe.
Oh, you're not. Remind me.
Do you need me to tell him?
No, Jada.
Well, then handle it. There he is. Go talk to him. At least tell him about Angel.
All right, let's do it. One more time. Okay? We'll roll in.
Scene 60, take 9.
And action.
Girl, you should have seen him. This is gonna be easy.
Hey, check it out. Check competition.
Cut. I caught up to Sharon at a film festival.
Hello.
Hey, Sharon.
Hi, good people.
So what are you doing here?
So we are at the Christian Worldview Film Festival in Albany, Georgia. It's the big one hosted by the Kendrick Brothers. Awesome time. So many good sessions, workshops, guest speakers, and then you get to meet up with your actor friends, your director friends. I guess that's why Bo came in And we got Richard here with the sound. But yeah, so it's just a good time. Everybody can collaborate, good projects coming up. So yeah. All right, I'll see you guys later.
So after the filming was completed, we went right into post-production. That's when the work begins, where there's editing, there's soundtrack, there's audio being redubbed, there's like a host of things, special effects take place. You will hear part of the soundtrack, a trumpet player and a sax, all by the same person, David Sylvester. The guy is phenomenal. He came and just created this stuff, just ideas. I didn't even tell him what I needed. He just pulled the trumpet out and just started wailing. And I was blown away, blown away. It fit the scene. My daughter, Shanae Alexander, sung a song also produced by Kyron Williams. One of the producers, Richard Johnson, and Theora writing team, after giving them these parameters, they came back with some incredible music. You will hear Theora's voice on all of the heartfelt scenes in the movie where there's traumatic things taking place. I was blown away with what they came up with. And we are making that soundtrack available to all of our viewers. If you subscribe or if you follow our A Mother's Hope fan page, you'll get the information there where you can get the soundtrack.
The Mother's Hope premiere, it was fun. We all got to dress up. It was a black tie event. We had a good crowd of people coming out to see the premiere of A Mother's Hope. I just felt like a superstar.
I've walked one red carpet that was also with Bow Filmworks, with the A Mother's Hope movie that was released. I did a voiceover for the movie, and I was also on the team to help market the movie.
I just really want to come home. Now, T, you were just home a month ago during the holidays.
I was thinking of something a little more permanent.
You're not talking about dropping out, are you?
Bo took it from idea to execution.
Being a part of Bow Filmworks has been an interesting ride so far. I came in on the tail end of the production of the last project, which is A Mother's Hope, that Bo and Laverne and some of the other writers had been a part of. And so coming in on that side of it, it was very interesting to kind of see the end product. This is post edits. This is, post some of the music and scoring being added. And so, but I was able to see and be able to interact with some of the people who did these things, and also be able to see it on the screen.
You did an excellent job, sir.
I appreciate that.
But we're going to pass the mic on back down to Bo. Bo, this is definitely a labor of love. You don't go into making a film without really being passionate about it. I want to talk about the character development because you actually wrote this, okay?
I was able to walk the red carpet for the premiere.
That everyone got an opportunity to go back and take pictures of the premiere like a red carpet event, which it was. It was wonderful.
So that was cool. I know at the premiere I had my mom and one of my friends go. That was exciting for them.
I hope everybody liked it.
The movie was excellent.
I enjoyed the movie.
I actually really loved the movie.
Definitely a 10, yes.
I thought the movie was great. I really did.
The mom was so good. I wanted to cry when she was crying. And I felt all the pain that she was going through.
I think it's a great movie. I think that, it's relatable.
Real life story.
Real people have experienced this.
It really shows and picks the kind of situation we deal with today, where people are trying to do right.
I thought it was a good message. As a mother myself, having 3 kids, just going through something tragedy, you try to protect your kids as much as you can.
It is a movie that you need to go see.
I hope we make it to the streaming platforms. People are always talking about Tubi, but I said, hey, if you made it to Tubi, that's one heck of a starting point. So, you know, we get noticed and seen, and everybody's just satisfied with the production.
After attending film festivals and the completion of the movie and the music and everything else, after that was completed, we sent it out to distribution and got feedback from 4 distribution companies, 'cause that's all we sent it to, and each of them wanted to distribute A Mother's Hope. So we chose what we thought was best for us, and in time, as my team continued to work on the scripts to choices, we got the word that A Mother's Hope was now streaming.
Look what I found, y'all. It's up. It is on.
Bo called me, I believe it was on a Wednesday or a Thursday, and told me, we are streaming. This was in August. We were not expecting for the movie to actually hit any streaming services until 2025. So I was so excited. I started sending out all of these long text messages to all of the cast, all of the crew, all of my friends, all of my family members, and I'm still riding that excitement today.
So I do a lot of streaming. So to see that a film that I was a part of in a way made it to streaming platforms that I watch all the time, Amazon Prime, Tubi, I mean, that's exciting.
When I saw Bo Filmworks be picked up by the distribution company, and to be on Tubi and to be on platforms like Prime Video, which I watch, I was so excited. You couldn't tell me that I wasn't a part of the team. Actually, you know, my family, they are like, okay, so where's your name? I'm like, it's not on this one because I'm promoting that thing like I was in it, okay? But I was not in it. I was on post-production, but it was definitely an exciting thing, and to be able to see that, hey, not only are the eyes in this market of Jacksonville is going to be able to see such a powerful movie, but we're also being able to be national or international. And I think that there is just like, you know what? Let's get to work. I'm ready to do this.
I like to cry together. It's toxic.
Yeah, check this out.
Now streaming on Amazon Prime Video, it's on Tubi, it's on Google Play, it's also on YouTube TV.
So that's what they said.
It definitely is a wake-up call because everybody knows the saying, wrong place at the wrong time. And that's very applicable to everybody's life because if you get caught in the wrong situation, whether you're doing something wrong or not, just like that, just like a snap of a finger, somebody's life could be lost.
I think is exactly what people need right now because it is a realistic but relatable story and storyline, but it's positive and it's all wrapped around Christian values. It's hard to do that in a movie and still have people interested.
I think it's one of those teachable movies that you will sit down with your younger generation, like your brothers or your children, or you will show it in a group setting, because it's one of those films that is trying to provide you with a message. You know, it's not too flashy, not too dramatic, but it's getting a point across of saying, hey, your life can end up one way or it can end up another way. It all depends on who you have in your circle. It all depends on the people. Like, just because you grow with someone doesn't necessarily mean you should continue and finish your life with that person.
Somebody steps away from the film or after watching the film feel like wow, like this was great. I want to tell somebody else about this film. I want somebody else to watch it.
Angel Hart, signing out.
Scene 51, take 12 with, roll Tatum and Jacob.
All right, y'all, we have another project in the works right now. It is called Choices. This is coming up, so stay tuned.